Talk to security analyst Kabir Adamu, who joins us live from Abuja now. Well, the call was really loud in the penultimate year about a change in service chiefs, and the president bowed to the pressure earlier last year. Did you observe any significant change in strategy, particularly in the ability of the different security forces to share intelligence and work together? And how much impact did that have on the onslaught on insurgency?
Thank you, Mike, and Happy New Year to you. I did observe a significant improvement in the synergy, cooperation, and operational, working together between the different service chiefs after the old service chiefs were changed. In particular, the role played by the current Chief of Defense Staff in bringing together the different service chiefs, in providing a platform where the administrative component, so in particular the Ministry of Defense, and then the technical component, the various service chiefs were working together, first off to review existing policy. We have a national counter-terrorism strategy, we have a national defense policy, and I've seen instances where there was synergy in looking at these two documents and an attempt to re-energize the implementation of these two documents. I've also seen instances where both the CDS and the other service chiefs attempted to hold town hall meetings with current and serving military leadership, as well as with retired leadership. So an attempt to tap into the resources that were available both internally and externally. I saw an improvement in that. And then I also saw an attempt to speak to Nigerians, in other words, to carry Nigerians along and try to win the hearts and minds of Nigerians, so that the level of support that Nigerians have been giving the military will increase. I saw remarkable changes in that regard with this new service chiefs, and of course with the CDS as the head of the current, as it were, military hierarchy. Now, in all, I also saw an attempt to speak to political leadership. So you will probably recall that the several councils, the National Security Council, and the several other councils that exist that have oversight on security, we saw an increase in the number of times that those councils were meeting. Now, that may not be directly attributable to the service chiefs, but whatever it was, there was some form of benefit to the national counterterrorism as well as the national defense strategy implementation. Those councils are high-level meetings where issues that were militating against the implementation of both the national counterterrorism strategy as well as the national defense policy were addressed. So overall, I've seen a remarkable improvement generally.
While insurgents were receiving firepower from the military in the northeast, the business of banditry received the boost in the northwest. It, achieved some measures that became troubling for many Nigerians. The debate is on whether there's a connection between insurgency and banditry. How do you react to that?
That debate should end. I run a consultancy where we keep and we have an intelligence aspect of that consultancy, Beacon Consulting, and we've established clearly that there is a correlation, there is a relationship between the terrorists that operate in the northeast and these bandits that are operating in the northwest of Nigeria, not central Nigeria. In fact, we've seen instances where these two groups have worked together to carry out attacks. In particular, early last year, we saw when they blocked the Zaria-Kaduna highway and attempted to abduct a traditional ruler. When the attempted attack on the rail line, Abuja-Kaduna rail line, it was such a collaboration between the two sides. The attempted the abduction of pupils in Katsina State, that was also instance. So there are several instances where these two groups have worked together. But what we've seen is that it's an operational relationship. The type of partnership or allegiance that groups like the Jamaat al-Ahl Sunnah al-Dawat wal Jihad and groups like Al-Qaeda or the Islamic State in West Africa province and IS have is not what these two groups have, but they are forging that relationship, and unless we take measures to prevent them to do it, then we're likely going to see an increase in the level of partnership and relationship that they have.
News just came in some minutes ago about the federal government publishing a gazette now prescribing banditry terrorism. So perhaps in the new year, we're perhaps going to use the two words interchangeably. It's a good place to leave it. Managing Director, Beacon Consulting Limited, Dr. Kabir Adamu, thank you for talking to us tonight.
Thank you for having me.